Hi students, today I am going to discuss the three-dimensional rotation in computer graphics. In previous video, I explained the concept of the three-dimensional translation technique, that is the first technique. Here the second techniques of the 3D transformation is the rotation. So what the rotation is nothing but the 3D rotation is a process of rotating an object with respect to an angle in a three-dimensional. In the previous one, the translation is nothing but without taking the angle, the object can be moved from one place to another place. So in the x-axis and similarly in the y-axis and similarly the z-axis. So that means the three positions can be taken in the translation. And coming to this rotation, the rotation is based on the angle only. So here the two identifications of the angles are identified in the 3D rotation. The one is the phi value. What the phi value is nothing but that is the initial angle of the object O in the sense the O can be represented as an object. So the object O with respect to the horizon. So that is the initial angle whatever the object you have to be taken on the three-dimensional plane. So that angle should be taken as an initial angle, that is the phi value. And coming to we are going to find the rotation angle in which direction the object can be moved. So either the clockwise direction or the anti-clockwise direction. So that means the rotation angle should be defined as the theta. Now we are going to find the rotation angle in which direction it can be taken based on the given notation. So that means here we will find the new coordinates after applying the rotation. So the new coordinates are the similar in the previous session we discussed, that is x nu and y nu and z nu. So here the three-dimensional, the three identification of the values are taken, the x value, y value and the z value. So now here we will find the new value, that is x nu, y nu and z nu. So now with respect to the rotation angle, so that is the theta. Now we are going to discuss the detailed concept of this particular 3D dimensional rotation. So here we can observe the three-dimensional, there are three possible types of rotations are there. So the rotation toward in the consideration of the x-axis and the y-axis rotation and the z-axis rotation. So the rotation angle should be also identified based on the x and y and z axis. So we need to find each and every rotation for x axis as an individual calculation. So that is nothing but, so for x axis rotation we have to find the new coordinates. For y axis coordinate we need to find the new coordinates. For z axis rotation we also find the new coordinates. So coming to for x-axis rotation, here you can observe, so this rotation is calculated with the help of some of the identification equations. Now coming to for x-axis rotation, so if you consider the x-axis rotation, there is no impact on the x-axis. So the impact goes to the y-axis and the z-axis. That means the x new value doesn't change. So the new value is equals to the old value. So whenever we are taking the x rotation axis on x-axis, so we completely no change of the x coordinate value. So but the changes are taken place in the y-axis and similarly in the z-axis. That's why here x new equals to x old value, and similarly two more equations we have to find the rotations related to the y-axis and related to the z-axis. So where y nu equals to y old into cos theta minus z old into sin theta, and similarly z nu equals to y old into sin theta plus z old into cos theta. That means there is no related of the x-axis is similar of that particular doesn't change. So x nu equals to x old value. Similarly we can identify the homogeneous matrix equation that we have to observe here. So x nu, y nu, z nu and 1 equals to, so here whatever the signing value will be related into this particular, so the rotation should be taken place in the different compared to the translation. So now we can observe, so the first column and the first row is the taking the diagonal of that particular unity matrix, and similarly the values of related, because there is no x value, the x value becomes to the old value, cannot be changed. So that's why there is no changes on the x coordinate. And similarly in the y coordinate we have to be observed the 0 is on that particular first position, the cos theta minus sin theta 0, and 0 sin theta cos theta 0, 0 0 0 1. So into x old value, z old y old value, z old value, and 1. 1 is the, we know that the unity matrix, that is an homogeneous. Now this is the notation of the 3D rotation matrix for the x axis. And similarly we can find for y axis rotation, here you can observe there is no impact, on the y value, the impact goes to the z and x and z axis. That means whatever the rotation takes place on the axis, there is no impact on that axis, the remaining axis should be changes, that is x nu and z nu. So where x nu equals to, here the similarly the x old, that is x old into sin theta plus x old into cos theta, and y nu equals to y old and z equals to y old into cos theta minus x old into sin theta, the similar opposite words. So x indicates to the y indicates to the z, and z indicates to the x. But here in the y rotation there is no impact on the y axis, the impact goes to the x axis and z axis. So similarly we can write the homogeneous matrix. And for finding the z axis rotation, here there is no impact on the z axis, but the impact goes to the x axis and the y axis. Here you can observe some of the equations, the z nu equals to z old value. It doesn't change the value of that particular, because of, so we are on the z axis rotation, so z nu equals to z old value. So similarly the x nu we can find the y nu in the previous based equations, and finally we can write the homogeneous matrix. So in coming to the rotation is taken with the help of the angle only. In a certain angle, so the image, the object can be rotated either the clockwise or anti-clockwise with based on the given rotation angle theta. So based on that we will find the new coordinates after rotation for the given object O. In the next session, in the next video, I am going to explain the 3D scaling.